Well, if you've been watching financial markets or even any news headlines, you'd be forgiven for getting whiplash from the huge losses following the tariff announcement last week to these ginormous leaps today after the US president backflipped and hit pause. Wall Street recorded one of its biggest one-day rallies in history. Now, let's start by recapping that. US markets rocketed back up overnight after the huge falls of recent days. The Nasdaq surged 12%. The S&P 500 closed up 9.5%. Its biggest day, its best day in 17 years, its best one-day gain. However, the S&P 500, it's still down 3.8% on where it closed this time last week and down over 7% from the start of the year. So with these numbers as well, we're also seeing that it's worth pointing out how unusual these jumps and falls of such magnitudes are. It's worth keeping that in mind. In normal times, you might see markets move 0.5% or 1%. So a 12% leap is ginormous. Now let's take a look at the local share market, which has followed Wall Street's lead and jumped over 6% this morning at open. It's currently up about 5%, the All Ords and the ASX 200. Market analysts have warned, though, that the volatility is likely to continue in the weeks ahead. So we can't expect things to stay as they are, as the last weeks taught us. So as a result of that economic uncertainty and concerns about the global economy generally, economists have raised expectations of more aggressive rate cuts from the RBA, the Reserve Bank of Australia. Now, NAB, the bank now expects the RBA to cut rates by 0.5 percentage point next month. So that's double the usual rate. Usually we see them move in 0.25 percentage points. NAB also forecasts interest rates will drop down to 2.6% by February of next year. So rates are currently at 4.1%. And that's all because of this uncertainty and concerns about global economic growth and the effects here in Australia. But let's head over to Asia, where Japan's Nikkei is up almost 9% in early trade in reaction, of course, to that news on the tariff pause. New Zealand share market also surging. To commodities, the price of oil rebounded overnight and Brent crude is now over 4% higher to $65 US dollars and 73 cents a barrel. And the Australian dollar, it surged 3% overnight as well. It's currently flat or slightly down at 61.28 US cents. And our currency, of course, had dipped a lot lower over the past week to below 60 cents in the aftershock of the tariff chaos.